Well, the onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the San Francisco 49ers. They were Super Bowl opponents twice in the 80s, and they're back at it here. The Bengals and Niners are underway. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Here we go.
It'll be Joe Mixon, born in nearby Oakley, California. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. This defense for the Niners very strong in that victory a week ago.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here we go, son. Hey, going out. We're going out right here. Right.
Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Meanwhile, field throw pulled in by Kittle. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17. Into the red zone, first down. A nice gain there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering him. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win that battle.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Niners use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Moody good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Throwing for Chase on the crosser. He's got it. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now it's Burrow. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Here we go. 11.
Mixon with a first down carry. Down the left sideline. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Burrow. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the 49ers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the... There he goes, left side! And he'll be brought down right around the 37. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
That's the type of impact play you expect from McCaffrey, the comeback player of the year runner-up in 2022. Despite a midseason trade, put up almost 1,900 all-purpose yards and also made his 2nd Pro Bowl.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for him.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 40. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The Niners at 4-3, a game over 500. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 26. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Fields. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Now Samuel. And they'll get him down right around the 16. DJ Reader, former Texan, there on the tackle.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On second down, McCaffrey. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers go up by 2 touchdowns. Now Moody for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Burrow looking to pass. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. Fielded just inside the 30. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
2nd down, and again, it's Davis Price. They're going to avoid him at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. A But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Got a man. That's Ayuk. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Here we go.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 4. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And the Niners are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. Fields. The quick slant caught. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the 49ers take a 3-touchdown lead. The extra point try now for Moody. And it is now 21-0. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
That's Drake Jackson burying him and finishing the play.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot, and here another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Now Burrow.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 35. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably...
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the Niners are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. McCaffrey running up the middle, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd.
To throw is Fields.
Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has, percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line.
In it to win it.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Drake Jackson. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Bengals are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we have come to halftime in what's already a two-touchdown game. As
Both
we'll
these
send
teams
you
running through their
eastward to
final
Orlando,
adjustments before they
standing
head
by
out
with that EA
for the
Sports
second half.
halftime report
Time for us
now
to go back
is
to
Jonathan
Levi
Coachman.
Stadium.
Take it away,
We'll hand
Coach.
it back over to Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
He's had success running the football, and this is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
Now it's Fields. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
He's got it to the 43 here.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Back to throw, Fields. They'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And a very elusive run as he'll wind up getting about 9 on that one.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now we'll pause here for an injury, and it's Deebo Samuel. He's the man in question right now who will need some attention. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. 2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Fields on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Justin Fields, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the ball.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Davis Price on 1st and 10. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Fields throw caught by Gray. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Fields now to throw. Right side, and he finds Gray. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a pickup of 6.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
Now Fields.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's not quite going to get to the marker. It'll be a gain of 8 on 3rd and 10.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
So on is the rookie Jake Moody for the Niners field goal.
From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick here is good.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at the 41-yard line. They'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
And you start to think if it's going to happen for these guys, it's got to start with this drive. Down 3 scores, they need to start making some inroads. And that'll help the cause there as they pick up good yardage and a 1st down.
1st down. Here's Burrow. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
He'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. Touchdown Bengals.
Jamar Chase
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bengals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit with defense and make sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Here we go.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second down at a yard. Second down, here's Davis Price.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Touchdown! Brandon Ayuk, 27 yards. And the Niners are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Moody good with the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now they go play action now. Burrow. And the Niners get there and bring him down. It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say.
Taking it right down Broadway. Inside the 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins, 61 yards. And the Bengals get a bit closer. And they just ran the fly route there, didn't they?
You broke it down perfectly. He ends up catching that one and taking it all the way into the end zone.
Well, thanks. It was pretty simple to break down, though. I mean, that's just a guy going, running on the go route, making a play.
Speed,
Kills.
speed, speed. And what does it do?
It kills.
There you go.
So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile, we do have an injured player.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Here we go.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Davis Price up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
And a across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, then you got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers.
He's got a man complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
11.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Here's Burrow.
Over the middle, he finds Higgins.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. On second down, Burrow. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Isaiah Oliver with the INT.
And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
On 3rd down, here's Davis Price.
And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He'll take it at the 42.
Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
11.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him.
Eric Armstead able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. The 20, down to the 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd, 43 yards. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So the victory here for San Francisco, and we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win.